Good morning to all of you. Welcome to my Jurisprudence class. In this class, we are going to know the dialectics of law, or the distinction between the political, legal and religious orders of law. Basically, you must know the dialectics. That means dialectics of law means the art of investigating the truth of the opinions. And in this class, normally we may be touching with the three types of orders. Friends, you all know that the existence of law or the purpose of law is there to maintain law and order in the society. So, the society should abide by the law. Whatever acts are there, the society must abide by the law. This is what is called the theory, that is John Austin's School of Analytical Jurisprudence. Law is the command of the sovereign. That means you have to abide by the law in a positive way. If you don't abide, what will happen? Sanctions will be there. And second is order. There should be orderliness in each and every aspect. If you want to conduct a meeting, there should be order in the meeting. People cannot come berserk and disturb the meeting and cannot speak what they like. There should be order. If you want to take out a procession, it should be in an orderly manner. If you want to do dharna, yes, it should be orderly. So this is order. Order means as per the procedure established by law or as per the systems. So there are three different types of orders. So one by one we are going to discuss them. Number one is legal order. Legal order means an order given by the judge. The legal order contains the details of the decision provided by the judicial officer or the court on a petition or hearing. During the time of hearing, he comes to a decision and he will give an order. Best example is detention order. So if the person is not fit to be in the society, he will be asked to be detained. Then conviction. Basing on the trial, after the trial is completed, he will be ordered to undergo sentence for 2 years or 3 years. And of course, if he is lucky or if the case is not against him, he can get the order of acquittal also. Is it not? Sometimes he has to be given to police custody. Yesterday, Mrs. and Mr. Chanda Kuchar of ICICI Bank, very popular persons, they were arrested by the CBI. They were handed over to the police custody yesterday. So likewise, this is a judicial order or a legal order. Legal order means the order given by the judicial officer or the order given by the court. Simply if you remember like that, it's sufficient. Second is political order. Of course, this is the boss of all the orders. If there is no political order, so it may lead to chaos and the president rule may be imposed. So political, very strong order. So this political order can be divided into subdivided into three. That is democratic definition. Democratic orders will be there. That means democracy governments like India. Second is monarchies like Kuwait and authoritarian governments. Yes. So, but all of them, they have to maintain the so-called political order. Therefore, the jurisprudence say that the three pillars of political society are, number one, they have to go for state building, to how to construct the state in a systematic way, how to build the society, build the state. Second is, they must see that rule of law, maybe democratic, maybe authoritative or maybe monarchy. They have to maintain the rule of law and their government is such that it is accountable government. These are the three pillars of the so-called political order. So please remember, political order means the governing arrangements for the state, governing arrangement states. That means fundamental rights, principles and institutions should be respected. Then only, of course, we can't expect the same in the so-called monarchy normally, but in authoritarian as well as the so-called democratic religions, definitely you must see that rule of law is maintained. Here, don't forget, rule of law. It is now told in the basic structure doctrine of the Constitution. Right. The third one is religious order. So, friends, I told you that even though the law was not well organized, it was in the shape of religion. It was well organized during our early days. So here, this so-called religious order means they do not have any connection. Suppose if you see the Archbishop of Diocese, Roman Catholics, they have got their own lineage. So a lineage of the committees who live in some way apart from the society with specific religious duties and duties or devotion, specific devotion with the principles. So they are having their own clergy. Best example is RCC, Roman Catholic Church. Right? They have got a religious order. Whatever the clergyman says, they have to abide by it. Likewise, the Apostolic Church, the first church in Kerala. So, apostolic orders and monastic orders. So, all these orders are religious orders. But anyway, all these types of orders, what for they? They are there to maintain the peace in the society. Everything should be done in an orderly manner. So, please remember. So, an oversee, to conclude, I want to say that the essential features of law, definitely they have to maintain the peace in the society. They have to maintain the status quo in the society. Law should be useful to the majority of the persons, and law should definitely it may cause harm to a lesser number of people. But ultimately, the ends and means of law, they constitute an account of the so-called dialectics of law. Please remember. So the consideration between the religious, political and the so-called legal orders, we have to know there is a relationship between all these things, and I cannot elaborately go on because time is short. So please remember, the ends of law can be achieved with the manner in which the institutions interfere with each other. So these are the dialectics of law. Friends, there is a question. That's why I am making this video. Please see the video once or twice and get yourself enriched with the so-called jurisprudence. It's very difficult. It's a dry subject. So therefore, there is no other go. You have to hear once or twice. Then only you will be acquainted with the so-called jurisprudence. Thank you very much.